I am so excited to have you here. My name is Ukobo Wakpan. I am the rich son of a classroom teacher, and I am your small business doctor. Today, I am going to share with you another exciting news, another thing to keep you moving, and another piece of advice to help you in that small business because the future of this country and the future of tomorrow for Africa lies in the small businesses that we are doing today. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the need to stay away from contributions. Oh, yes, this is a very controversial topic. Most people will advocate that you do contribution as a small business, but I'm going to practically tell you why you should avoid contributions, why you should in fact run away from contributions if you are just a small business. First of all, I'll share with you a story, not really a story, I'll share with you a live experience, my live experience from doing contributions. Years ago, I had a small business that just started. I was just trying to make ends meet, doing that. And then someone came to me and introduced me to contribution. And I started doing the contribution. So it got to a point where the business was strangled because I didn't have enough cash flow to keep the business moving. I went back to the country. No, I went back to the contribution, yeah. And I asked them because initially they told me that this is not contribution, no. It's just like you coming to save your money with us and just be keeping this one small. Then anytime you need it, they'll give it to you. So I agreed. You know why I agreed? Because most of the people that were running it they were members of my church then at Makodi, where I was doing my small business. So I went to meet them to collect the small money I gave to them to keep and put back into the business because my business was dying. It was struggling at that point. I needed money to buy things and keep it running. It was a restaurant. I have to be buying things. I have to buy the meat, I have to buy the gari, I have to buy the akpu so that the small business can run. But they refused to give me money. Instead, they decided that I should come and borrow money from them. So small me, mumu me, where I no get sense. I just started a business. I didn't really know much about the finances and financial implications of some things. So I borrowed the money from them. I borrowed 10,000, 10,000, and I had more than 40,000 with them. So instead of them giving me the 10,000 out of my money, they said, okay, since you said you were going to be keeping money for this, we are going to lend it to you. I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't thinking. If not, I wouldn't have agreed to that. So they now lended my own money back to me at a very high rate. Now I was paying interest on my own money while they still had more than I had more than 40,000 with them. So they gave me 10,000. So that means I had more than 30,000 still left with them. Do you know, at some point I said, okay, fine, this is it. My business is struggling and I need more than just 10,000 to continue. Can I get my money out of this system? And they refused. They refused to give me my money. And my business was dying and I couldn't continue buying my things again. I couldn't continue buying the things I was buying to feed this business to work. And I obviously could not pay. So I still went back to them and told them, okay, CEO, right now, I no fit meet up. And when I comot the 10,000 wey I dey owe na from that my small up 40,000 wey I get, when I comot that my 10,000, then whatsoever is left of it, give it back to me. I no wan do again. So they said no, they can't give it to me. That I have to keep paying interest on the 10,000. So outrightly I told them fine, I want to terminate this savings with you. I no wan do again. Take the 10,000, whatsoever is left, just keep it at the end of the period, give it to me because I'm no more saving with you. So till today, those people did not give me back my money. And the mistake I made was that I rushed into going into an association very early. If you ask me, my junior brother did business, small business also, and started doing contribution. He was contributing every time, contribute. And it got to a point, person run with the money. I also was doing another business at Makodi. I was doing contribute every day. Now, what I didn't think was that this contribution I'm doing could actually be my end in business. At some point, I could not meet up with what they were demanding. Now they said you have to be contributing 5,000 daily. Okay, at first I agreed to it because I thought seeing 5,000 daily or seeing more than 5,000 daily meant that the business was doing well. But I was wrong. I was so wrong. So I agreed. We were contributing on every single day. We give 5,000, and it reached a point that I knew that I was taking so much money out of this business that I could not feed the business to grow. The cash flow in the business was less than what was supposed to be there. So that business collapsed. So my advice to every young person starting out will be, do not rush into doing contributions. That will kill your business. By the time you rush into doing contributions right now at the start of your business, you'll be taking the cash flow you have in the business and you'll be choking it up in the contribution. For instance, the contribution will tell you, weekly we contribute, like in my own case, daily 5,000. Fine, you are making sales and you are seeing 5,000 daily. But if you take this 5,000 you are seeing daily and put it in the contribution, will you be able to survive within the period that you need to run until you start making profits again? So these are the small mistakes that people make running into contribution. If I personally want to advise you, I'll say save your money somewhere else apart from putting it into contribution, at least for the first 2 years of doing business. Do not join any contribution. They will kill your business within the first 2 years. Do not join them. The pressure might be high. They might tell you, if you join the contribution, they go pick this one, go carry this one, go carry, then go carry the money give you. It is not true. If you join the contribution when your business is just starting out, you do not understand the uncertainties that exist in this business. You do not understand the risk and the things that may come up as a result of doing this business. So I personally would advise that if you must join a contribution, at least be in that business for up to 2 years to understand the cash flow. I would have said 1, but 1 year is not enough to understand the cash flow of a business throughout the seasons. For instance, if the nature of my business that I'm currently doing, in the nature of one of my small businesses, the photography aspect of it, that sometimes you may not make so much in some months and you make so much in some months. So just imagine if you are just maybe a budding photographer or a budding business just starting up, and you are getting into a contribution that will be taking 10,000 from you every month, and maybe at the end of every month you put in 10,000 with the hope that someday you are going to withdraw, you are going to have them paying back to you. And the truth is, if you are just starting, you will never be the first person to carry it because you are just starting. You may likely be the last person to carry that contribution. So do not join contribution within your first few months in business. In fact, as a golden rule, I would say only join contribution after you stayed in a particular business for 2 years and then you understand exactly how this business works. Then you can tell if you can continue or not. However, so that tomorrow someone will not come and say, Ukobongakpan, the small business doctor, said I should not be doing contribution. I am not against contribution. Contributions are good. Of course, right now as a business, I do contributions and I'm not affected by it negatively because my cash flow, no matter how bad, can take care of that contribution. And if you must contribute, start with an amount that you can gladly lose and not lose your peace or lose your business or lose your sleep. When I first started the contribution again after I was beaten so hard by the last one, I started with as little as 5,000. I said, no matter what you tell me, no matter how convinced I feel at the moment, I was disciplined enough to understand that I could not pay more than 5,000 naira every month. You might say that I am very stingy. Fine, I'm stingy. But what will you say if someone just started a business and he lost everything and they say once bitten, twice shy? I didn't want to repeat the mistakes I had made earlier. So I said, no matter what you are doing, no matter how juicy your compensation plan is, no matter how juicy your enticement or your enticing what will sound like, I, Ukobong, will not join your contribution if I'm starting a new business, and I do not advise you to join. You've heard stories where someone will disappear with the contribution money. If you're just starting a small business and someone disappears with that money, that's your end. You are not going to do business again. You are out of business. Yes, you are out of business because Your hope will be there. You'll be emotionally destabilized. You'll be, in fact, you go cast for your side. Everything will fall. Your mansion will cripple, like they will crumble right in front of you. That anything where they build will collapse because you are just a small business. Do not rush into contributions. They may ruin you. What contributions are good for is already established businesses that you understand the cash flow throughout the seasons. Notice what I just said. I said throughout the seasons. It means that if it is rainy season, pata pata, I go make 5,000. If it is a dry season, pata pata, 5,000 go comot. If it at all 5,000 go comot. That means that you are safe enough to contribute 5,000. It means that even if you lose this 5,000, it might not affect your business. But if it is going to affect your business, do not go into contribution. Remember there was this news trending that someone in Aba, I don't know how real the story is, I didn't verify, but it was trending all over the internet that people did contribution. And when it was the end of the year where the contribution was supposed to be given out to some people, or whatsoever they had been saving was supposed to be given out to them, the woman became, is it deaf and dumb or whatsoever? That should not be your portion. I pray it shouldn't be your portion in Jesus' name. And I pray it shouldn't be your portion. But before you shout your amen ignorantly, remember I told you that as a small business, you need to stay in business for at least 2 years. This is to help you understand the seasons of those businesses. See, if a plantain is just growing, it's just starting to grow, and you cut it, it is different from if a mango tree is just starting to grow and you cut it. Chances are the plantain will grow again, but the mango tree might not. Do you understand? Some businesses may contribute and lose the money at the starting of that business, and they will still survive. And some businesses may contribute and lose that money, and that will be the end of them. So choose wisely. Remember, before you go into any contribution, always ask questions. Be sure of the integrity of the people you are going to entrust your small business money into their hands. Don't talk say I no tell you. Get sense now. You not Nigerian, you be. Or even if you are not a Nigerian, or just use your number 6. Shine your eye. Shine your eye. Don't be everything where they shine and be gold. Shine your eye. Be smart enough to understand that once you start a small business, these contributions will start coming to tell you, if you come to join our contribution, this will happen, this will happen. When I started my business again after I failed, I was mature enough in business to understand that no matter the contribution that is presented to me, that I should not join until I feel that I can take a risk with that amount of money. So, ladies and gentlemen, business owners, like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you like this. Tell your friend to tell a friend and to tell a friend that the small business doctor said that you should not join a contribution if you are just starting out. Understand the seasons of your business before going into any contribution, and ask about the integrity of such an organization which you are going to join and contribute money with. Also, be sure that if you are contributing an amount wey be say if you lose, e no go pain you. An amount that you can gladly let go and your business won't be affected. My name is Ukobun Akpan. I am the small business doctor, and I am saying, from the rich son of a classroom teacher, I am saying, keep that small business safe as if you are keeping your life safe, because that small business fit save you when you get problem. Bye.